Hello everybody, MD Polo here at Range USA, as you know, my home away from home. And today we got a couple of special things we're going to be shooting. And first we're going to start with the Phoenix Drake. And you've seen this before. We reviewed the first Drake that came into the United States. But that was in 40 Smith & Wesson. This one is in 9mm. It's got a Trigicon SRO, single action only. Just an absolute masterpiece of a gun. Hope it's focusing correctly. We're going to take shots with it, and it's going to be with a Syntec. And like I said, 9mm. We'll see. I don't think the SRO is sighted in yet, zeroed in, but we'll take a look. First shots. Wow, this is just so smooth. That was me. There we go. It is so soft. Ow. Open. You can see. And let me see if I can turn you around. About 7-8 yards out. There you go. I kind of blew this one down here, but not bad at all. What a soft shooting gun. So very nice. Very, very impressed. Hello everybody, MD Polo here. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to take a look at something that I've been waiting for quite some time now. And that is the new Phoenix Drake. But this time in 9mm. Now previously I'd shown you the Drake, but that was in 40 Smith & Wesson. Try to get my fingers out of the way. Now that Drake that you saw in 40 Smith & Wesson was the absolute and first Drake to come into the US. It came in, it went straight to the ATF for approval, and then from there it came to me. That was an awesome shooting experience because I had never shot a 40 Smith & Wesson, believe it or not. That was the first time that I shot a 40 Smith & Wesson. And the Drake is so perfectly balanced and is such a soft shooter that it felt to me like shooting a 9mm plus P. That's how good it was. The way it fits, the ergonomics of how the gun sits in your hand, the gas pedal that is right here, and just how you can ride the safety on the single action. The texture is just an absolute glove fit and a joy to shoot. So I couldn't wait to get my hands on the 9mm. Now this gun does not belong to me. It belongs to my friend Eric. If you saw my prior video on the Desert Eagle 50, it was that was an experience for sure, and one that I enjoyed very much. But that Desert Eagle is also his, as is this version of the Drake. So regrettably I don't have the redback here to show you a comparison, but Eric and I kind of traded guns for a couple of weeks. He had never shot the redback, and so I said, hey, how about if you just take the redback and give it to me when you're done? And he said, okay, so how about if you take the Drake and the Desert Eagle and make a couple of videos, and which I wanted to do anyway. So it worked out quite well. So here we have it, and we're going to now go to the tabletop and take a quick look at it and let you see something very special. Okay, we're back. As I mentioned to you before, the shooting experience with the Phoenix Drake in 9mm was just fantastic. I hope you could tell by the shooting video that I really enjoyed it. But as with the original Drake and 40 Smith & Wesson, this was designed specifically for competition. Now, if you didn't get a chance to see my prior video on the Drake, there are two models of the Drake. The standard, which is the one in front of you, and the one you saw in my prior video. And the production. The production is more of a base model. It comes in double action, single action, and the standard comes in single action only. You can get the standard in 9mm or in 40 Smith & Wesson, as the production only comes in 9mm. Now, all of them are hand-built by master craftsmen out of their shop in Interlaken, Switzerland. And I'm told that there's roughly somewhere between 17 and 21 gunsmiths, and that's the extent of the production capability. So it's very limited production to the highest standards with the highest quality. They do precision machining, and everything is hand-fitted at their custom shop. So if you want something that is unusual, to the highest quality, and something not everybody's going to have, I think the first shipment that came into the attic in North Dakota, they're the only importers of the Phoenix pistols, I think it was 35 pistols that came in, and most of them were sold prior to arrival. So there are some things that are similar and some things that are different to the Redback, and we'll go over some of those differences as well. And once again, for our YouTube all knowledgeable manual reviewer, the pistol has been safety checked, not only that, but also it is standard exactly as it came from the factory. Now, all of them are red dot ready, and you can customize it and include the red dot that you want. I hope the focus is working here for us. In this case, we got a Trigicon SRO. So let me walk you through it here. You'll see how it's got the adjustable pedal here for your thumb rest, so the gas pedal as it's called. As you can see here, you can unscrew it and you can put it in any of these slots so it fits your hand size perfectly, and also you can change the angle on how steep or how shallow of an angle you want. And also the traction here, it is very similar to the texture on the grips, but it's very, very sticky. It really grabs you. And you find it on the other side as well. Now, if you're a lefty, you can order it so the gas pedal is reversed. To this side, it would just be exactly the same, but reversed. You can see you got serrations on the top, you got the lightning cut, you got fiber optic sight at the front, you got all the serrations here that I think they look fantastic, but they're very, very, very grippy. I hope the focus is working. I don't see it working very well, but I'll see in post-production. You should take a look at it. You can see the safeties. You got a nice ledge here that is textured. And you can see the strong side safety is bigger than the right hand side safety. Now if you're a lefty, you can have that reversed, so this one is larger. You can see there you got the SRO. If you've seen videos before, you know that the cameras never play nice with the SROs, with any red dot actually. Look at the size of this magwell. And once again, they've all been safety checked. But one of the differences with the Redback is what is going to be the barrel size. The Redback comes in at around 4.5-inch barrel, and the Drake comes in at 5-inch barrel, so this one's a little bit bigger. Another difference is that the Drake ships with mags that are 20 round capacity when we're talking about the 9mm. And they're very nice mags. Now, one of the questions that came up in their prior videos is whether the mags were compatible with CZs. And in the Redback they are, but the Drake is not. These mags are not compatible either with the Redback or with CZs. But they are wide-body Tanfoglio mags. Those are pretty much accessible because Tanfoglios are used a lot in competition. So if you got a Tanfoglio or you want to get extra mags for this, it ships with 4. You can see here this one has 17, but also you can get them in 21 round mags for the 9mm. And I believe it was 15 round mags for the 40 Smith & Wesson. It is a big pistol. It's all steel, and it comes in at 51.6 ounces. Like I mentioned, I'm jumping around a bit, but as I mentioned to you, they're all optics ready. And the optics system that they put here, it's really quite ingenious, because the optics plate, it has a screw. If you were looking at the plate, it's got a screw from the top. Actually, you can see it right there. So you just unscrew this, and it's got a button back here. You see that button? There's a button in there. You press the button, and the whole optic comes out with the plate. So you can remove it, and then you can put the standard cover plate with the rear sight if you wanted to go back to irons. Or if you had other red dots, you can have it on different plates, and you can just put the whole plate in, tighten the screw, and you're ready to go. And it doesn't lose the zero. So it's a very ingenious, and I think it's a fantastic system that they used. The safeties are very positive and just smooth. And since we're here, let me show you one of the things that is the star of the show, and that is this trigger. Single action only. You're not going to hear it because it is smooth. It really is like glass on butter. If you're there, that's your wall. And then your brake, there. And your reset, there. Instant wall. I mean, there's no travel, nothing. Absolutely fantastic. The trigger is adjustable. You see this, the screw there. Let's see how far in it'll let me show you details. You can take a look at the barrel. And like I mentioned to you, it's a 5-inch barrel. Come on, focus. It's got a full pick rail here, 5-slot pick rail. It looks nice. Sometimes I wish it didn't have one and just have a nice clean look, but I understand why it's there. As I mentioned to you, the texture. It's got very nice texture. Focus, there we go. Very nice texture in the front. Same in the back. Whoa. Come on. There we go. It's amazing how the background and the lights play completely differently depending on the color of the handgun. Since we're down here, look at the magwell. Not only is it huge, good Lord, but there we go, hold on. Sorry about that. It is huge, but it's so well done. Just blends seamlessly. Well, it's really not liking this contrast between this gun. Let me see, maybe if I can move it a little bit further away. Maybe it'll play a little nicer. Okay. A couple of things that make this different from the Redback as well is that it's got an accurizing internal bushing and a spherical bushing. Sorry, English is failing me right now. So both of those things aid tremendously to the accuracy of this pistol. Take a look at it. So this gun was originally designed, the Drake was designed for competition in mind. And the production model, which is the double action, single action model, it is acceptable for USPSA in production division and the carry optics division if you're going to use it with a red dot. The standard in single action only, as you see it here, is acceptable for USPSA limited or limited 10 division. Let me show you one more thing. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to hear this, but listen to this. Sorry, safety was on. It is just so smooth, so smooth. And once again, just amazing. Another thing, going back to the grips are not compatible with either the redback or with the CZ. So if you have CZ grips, they're not going to fit this. But our good friends over at Lock Grips are already scanning them and making grips for this gun. So if you want to change your grips, all you got to do is give the guys over at Lock Grips a call, and they'll hook you up. And as far as size, give you an idea, here's a full-size 1911. You've seen this one before, but it's also been safety checked. Let's see the best way to do this without scratching either one of them. Probably there. That's not going to give you a good angle. Anyway, I should have tried this before I brought it out on camera. But it's about a quarter of an inch longer than a full-size 1911. That didn't quite work. Price-wise, it depends how you configure it, but you can plan on spending about $5,700. So it's about $2,000 more expensive than the redback, but it's got a lot more bells and whistles than the redback does. And as far as the shooting experience, and that is without the SRO, by the way. As far as the shooting experience between this and the redback, it would be a tough choice. The redback single action only is superb. Does this shoot better than the redback? Is it $2,000 better than the redback SAO? That's up to you to decide. It's depending if you're buying a Ferrari, which level of Ferrari are you going to get? That's really entirely up to you and your budget. Do I think it's worth it? Well, for me it is. For me it is. It's just it's a work of art. It's something not everybody's going to have. It's a gun that is, it's beyond the Rolex of handguns. This is like getting into Patek Philippe type level of investment for a gun. And if you enjoy something like that, if you don't, get a Tactical Sport Orange, and a CZ. They're fantastic. They shoot great. But the analogy has been used many times before. Do you want a Ferrari or do you want a Mustang? Do you want a Corvette? They're both fast. They're all fast. They're all fun. What do you want? Is it worth it? Well, once again, that's only up to you. But here's a look. I've rambled on a lot. There's a lot more technical detail on my first video, but I wanted to show you this in 9mm. So once again, let me know in your comments, what do you think of this gun? And would you buy it? Do you see value in it? Very curious about your comments. Once again, thank you very much to my friend Eric for lending me this gun for the review, and he also provided very generously the ammo for the shooting part of the video. Please remember that I upload videos every Friday morning and on Wednesday mornings as well when time permits. I'm very active on my Instagram account, and there you can see what's coming down the pipeline to the channel way before it hits YouTube. I thank you for your patience since I do all these videos in one take only. There's no splicing, editing, everything's done in one take. So I appreciate your patience with that. Thank you very much for watching, and until the next one, God bless.